Like, bro, when I think of me getting, you know how quickly I got my life together? Oh, wow, look. I was given one little door of opportunity. Everyone on the Rod Show was given this door. None of them are doing content creation anymore because they all can't afford to pay their bills. And I'm the only one who stuck to it even when I was broke. Like, I made money, lost money, made money. I just stuck to it. And the argument is I'm the greatest podcaster in all human history. Like, Joe Rogan, when he started 40 years ago, he wasn't getting 2 million hits off Bradley Martin. He was getting, like, it took Joe Rogan 40 years of networking with Hollywood to get up there. So imagine me at 50 years old. That's why I should stay healthy, bro, because at 50, when the whole liberal elites of Hollywood go away and the MAGA people become, I think there's going to be a new dynasty class of MAGA people. This is how I see it. Because have you noticed the populist message now is MAGA? Where there was a time before Biden when it was Hillary and Trump as the Hegelian dialectic battles. There was a time where there were real liberals on earth. But now it seems like there's lukewarm liberals where I don't like Biden either. I don't like Biden either. They say that. But they used to actually say Hillary's good. Hillary's this. And now they've changed their whole fucking talking points. And in my head, I'm like, that just means they're going purple. And that means the future is going to be red, but it's going to be after the chaos, after the flames. And something that really stands out to me is, I know I'm yapping, but if Zherka, like in Jungian psychology, I wouldn't be an explorer seeking freedom. I'd be an outlaw seeking liberation, which is two different things, because that means depending on what timeline Zherka's born, let's say it was the 80s, in the 80s, I would be a punk rocker. Right. In the 80s, because it would be counterculture.
That's the archetype that drove everything that happened last year, the contrarian belief systems, the pushback.
No, but think about it. That means everything. Like that means nurture is mega. It's not just nature's huge, but if you think about it, well, Zherka's nature is counterculture, and the elites are just on me, and I have good reason to believe that. But if I was born in a different timeline, I would be one of the most mega hippies on earth. Or would my conservative nature of law and order, excuse me, fuck the law, just order, because I don't believe the laws are written by the good guys, right? Legislature is with Satanists right now. But when I think of it, would my nature, my conservative nature of order, hey, you gotta get your life together, would that voice speak to me in the middle of my hippie face? Because if you think about it, bouncing life was kind of a hippie face too, like raves and blah blah blah. It wasn't working. I mean, I was always working, but it wasn't like an adult says that's not a job. Fucking, I gotta get a career and stuff. That's why I'm like, would my nature come speak to me if I was born in the 70s and say, drop the crack pipe, right? I mean, it didn't speak to me in this timeline. I didn't drop it in this timeline. How am I gonna drop it then? But I'm wondering if I am truly the outlaw, which outlaw is a bad thing. It means even in freedom, you feel contained. So you can get what you want and start bitching, right? And that means you just love the chaos and you're a chaos magician. You just want and I noticed that when I'm like, when there was riots happening and America was burning down, I was the only conservative who kind of enjoyed it. I watched the TV and I was like, look at that. Look at the elites, bro. Look what they got to worry about at night.
I just think they're more comfortable in that. As much as you make the argument for law and order, I think there's a part of you that feels more comfortable on the opposite.
But there is this ego to me or this envy of Ben Carson has a good life, and I need him as an anchor.
Okay. Are you familiar with reaction formation?
Yeah. Oh no, there's not confirmation bias. Reaction formation is
reaction formation, Freudian defense mechanism that we turn to the opposite of what we are.
I'll just a little tip for the future. Don't ask me a direct question because it makes me look dumb. So never again. Of course I know reaction formation. Everyone knows reaction formation. Like, come on. Like, do you know reaction formation? Like, chat knows. We shouldn't even talk about it. Everyone knows. Like, this is easy, bro.
Reaction formation is a defense mechanism.
I was gonna say that. It's a defense mechanism. Yeah, it's a defense mechanism. Yeah, Mary Jane. They changed the spider changes shapes, colors. It's a defense mechanism. Do you know what I'm talking about? Sam Raimi's Spider-Man. Yeah, everyone knows reaction for like, dude. I won't go. You won't go. She react for me. I'm gonna react to Andy. I know. What are you looking at, you fucking faggot? No, Hex, edit that out. Let's keep it professional. Yo, should we do a series? All right, go.
Forget it. Let's move on.
Oh man, what the fuck?
Forgot what I was saying.
Reaction formation. Everyone knows reaction formation.
Yeah, but the context, the context in which we're talking about it. You were saying, get someone in the chat to.
All right, well, chat, we lost that one. All right, wow, this is like when I lose my train of thought and they all go, please. All right, Ben Carson was
so hard to get a word in. What the hell?
Yeah, so Ben Carson was this is how you spike viewers, bro. Ben Carson was my anchor. That hey, there's a fucking genius, and he's anchored through the Bible. I can't do that. It just didn't make sense at the time. So I anchored through Ben Carson. I'm like, I need more order in my life if I want to be respected at the dinner table like him. There's something about, outlaw is cool, but outlaw is stupid if it means you're just like every broke guy at the table. And Ben Carson was like this fucking ultimate figure of, I finished my degree, I split 2 Siamese twins with a chainsaw. Like, he was doing crazy shit. And I was like, that matured me when I was like, I want to be like Trump. I want to be like Ben. I want to be like these guys, right? Like, I'll tell you this, bro, as much as Trump will always be my favorite president of all time, sorry for that, but he'll always be my favorite president of all time. But I don't want to be like him, because if I really, do I envy Trump's temperament that really damages him? No, because I have the same one sometimes. So I kind of like, like Trump doesn't read his Bible. So since he's my favorite guy, I read the Bible. Because I'm like, like those. Trump is like the dad that he's got some.
Do you even know what you're talking about?
All I'm talking about is reaction formation. Everyone knows. So yeah, why is Ben Carson my anchor? This is the worst one I've ever done. Bro, I'll just turn my camera off. They're fucking posting memes of Spiz IQ. Am I spizzing? All right.